Coppice is a hybrid green bond on Hedera that combines use of proceeds tracking with sustainability-linked coupon penalties. It's designed to ensure that the financial incentives of the green bond issuer align with the climate change outcomes the investors expect. Coppice is built on top of Hedera's Asset Tokenization Studio for compliant bond issuance and Guardian for tracking environmental impact through verifiable credentials. Let me walk you through it. Green bonds, like any bond, are a regulated security with varying compliance requirements by country. You can see here, I'm blocked from investing because I don't have these records on chain for Germany. In production, a regulated KYC provider would issue these credentials, or we'd handle it through the Tokenization Studio UI. For the demo and judges, I just have a button here to self-deploy the ERC 3643 identity contract and issue the compliance claims. Great, now I can invest. I deployed a custom HTS stablecoin for settlements and Circle is stingy about handing out testnet USDC. There's a faucet here. Let's go ahead and purchase 100 CPC tokens. CPC is our RWA token that represents a share of the Coppice green bond. Behind the scenes, this issuance goes through ATS, which verifies identity and compliance before issuing the CPC tokens via ERC 1594. Great, now I'm a bondholder. Now let me switch to the issuer side. This would usually be locked down, but for the judges, there's a button here that will grant you a role that lets you use this page. This page is an all-in-one administrative dashboard for issuers. It has several important reports as well as controls for interacting with ATS and Guardian. Key stats are at the top, coming from on-chain data and Guardian. There I am in the holders table. Then this proceeds allocated number comes from Guardian. We've allocated most of the proceeds, but we haven't hit our CO2 reduction target. This is a problem for us, the issuer. Why is that? One of the biggest issues investors have with green bonds is greenwashing. When an issuer invests funds into projects that look good on the surface, but don't really move the needle on climate change and application. To address this, coupon distributions in Coppice are linked to a sustainability performance target, the SPT. If we fail to hit our SPT, like we are now, we'll have to pay 25 basis points in penalty when we issue a coupon. This is what a sustainability-linked bond is, and why Coppice is a hybrid green bond and sustainability-linked bond. Green bonds are just bonds with guidelines on how the issuer should invest into sustainable projects. Sustainability-linked bonds provide a financial penalty to the bond issuer should they fail to meet their sustainability targets. Coppice combines both so the financial incentives of the bond align with the environmental outcomes that investors expect. I'll go ahead and create a coupon at the penalty rate so that we can see the distribution later. Now, to address greenwashing, investors need to know where their money went and whether it actually had an impact or not. This can be found under the impact view. For each project the bond funds, you can see the use of proceeds, what the project is, how much was allocated, what environmental outcomes were measured, and whether an independent verifier confirmed those environmental outcomes. For those familiar with green bonds, this is MRV. Each step in this chain is a verifiable credential stored in Guardian, produced on demand when a project reports its outcomes. Right now, the environmental data is submitted manually through Guardian, but in a later version we could automate this reporting with the digital MRV by streaming data from sensors and other projects. Moving on, the coupon I created earlier is ready. We can see this on the Coupons tab. Let's go ahead and distribute that. Distribution takes an on-chain snapshot of every holder's balance and then executes a mass payout through the lifecycle cash flow contract. It's a feature of ATS. All right, and then for the judges, there is an audit trail of everything that was done in this demo down here with scanner links. You can also test the app yourself. Everything that was shown here is actually functioning. This has been Coppice, the first on-chain implementation of a green bond sustainability linked bond hybrid built on Hedera. Thank you.